What's up, guys? Today we have a lot of good shows coming up for the upcoming summer of 2015. Now I want to thank the spring first of all for giving us good anime shows for the spring. Shows like Idotama, My Love Story, Tri-Edge X, Shigetsu no Soma, Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, etc. And some of those shows are still ongoing. Some of them are about to finish, and some are still moving on. But now we want to focus on the summer. Now, the summer is all about summer jobs, hanging out with your friends, getting tickets for Comic-Con, and also going out of town for the rest of the summer. But this season, this is all about the anime shows. And right now, there I have my top 5 favorite anime shows for the upcoming summer 2015. Now, my top 5 might be a little bit upset with you guys. Some of them might be good, some of them are not. But these are good shows, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, the shows I mentioned, you can look up on YouTube, or you can look up whatever link to find out what the summary is. So let's begin. I'm gonna kick off with number 5. Number 5 is a horror anime show. Now, I've seen a lot of horror anime shows like Corpse Party, shows like When They Cry, and Future Diary. But this one, I'm really looking forward to it. It's called Renpo Kitan. Renpo Kitan Game of the Place is basically an incident that happened in middle school, and they're doing some investigations that happened, a murdering scene, etc. as it goes on. This boy meets the investigator, this boy meets this assistant, and they're all investigating every ounce of clues leading to a point of who murder somebody from point A, point B thing. But it gets scary at times because I sense that this is going to be uncensored. I don't know, because every horror show starts with censored, and then when it gets to a point where it's uncensored, you might want to watch it. But if you want to see something really good, horror anime shows, or this is your first horror show that you haven't seen, watch this show. It comes out July 3rd. Number 4 is action and drama. And I saw the trailer to this on YouTube, and I'm like, this is sort of a Black Lagoon type. The graphics look so awesome to it. If you know Black Lagoon. Number 4 is Gangster. Gangster is basically about, like, you know how this territory is Bloods, this territory is Crips, and this is that, you know. And as gangsters, you know, there's money involved, there's whores, prostitutes, etc. It's like that. But with Gangster, it's basically about these two guys that got into a situation. They got into this situation, and they really looking. They're just trying to help out, but they got into the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's pretty much the basic of Gangster. You know what I mean? It's like you walk into a Dragon's Den, you don't even know what happened. You just walked in, you help somebody, but then you realize that something bad might have happened, leads you from one point to another. But if you want to see some killing and actions, Gangster comes out July 2nd. And I'm really looking forward to that. Number 3. Now, number 3, this anime show brings back memories. And it's sort of, it gives us a feedback of what show this is, you know. And it's called To Love Ryu Trouble Darkness 2nd. Now, this show, I haven't seen this show in a long time since they did To Love Ryu. If you don't know, To Love Ryu basically is a romance, ecchi, comedy, alien type, demons, whatever. Basically, it's about this boy named Rito, an average boy, you know, lives with his sister, and he has this long time crush with this girl named Suinji, who has blue hair. Long story short, he got into a tub one time, and then this girl named Lala came and saying like, I'm gonna marry you, it's a fiance, that kind of thing. So he stuck to this whole harem idea where a lot of these girls has a crush on him. But the funny thing about the show is that anytime he falls into a girl, it's always like those common anime shows where when the guy falls and his hands and his face is in the girl's panties, or his hands touching the boobs. It's that kind of typical anime show. If you into that kind of funniness, worst case, good case scenario type based thing. So basically, To Love Ryu Trouble Darkness it takes place after the first season of it, and leading to the manga part. which I've been reading so far. I've been keeping up with the manga, so basically this is a good show. And it comes out July 7th. I'm putting that as number 3. As one of my best shows to watch for the summer that I'm excited for. Number 2 is a pretty good hectic show. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this one. This is not only your typical ecchi, but this is school and this badass at its best. Number 2, Prison School. Now, this is based off the manga, and I've been reading the manga since. Prison School is basically about, there's all-girls school, an elite all-girls high school. And the ratio is probably 100-to-1 because for the first time ever, they decided to add boys into the school. And how many boys? Oh, simple, 5. There are 5 boys in this school, each with his own pros and cons. And I don't want to spoil this, but I'm going to give you a little summary of why this is a prison school. Because one day, these boys decided to do a prank. They decided to sneak into like the bathroom, looking at girls' panties and just looking at girls naked. Then they got caught, and they go to this prison. They don't send them to prison, but they send them to a prison school where basically this big school, picture this, the big old girl elite school, and the center of it is the prison, which is a school as well. So these 5 boys wear their black and white prison outfit, being tortured, punched, kicked by these 3 secretaries of the school. They get beat up. Now, the reason why it's ecchi is because one of them dressed like, well, actually, one has this, she has big boobs and she wears a dress thing. She has a whip and she keeps whipping them. And there's one guy who like enjoying getting beat up. Also, what makes it more ecchi is that there's like the scene where a girl like take off her shirt using the bathroom, and he fell and watching him using the bathroom, which is kind of funny and all. But yeah, but this is a really good show. I don't really care if it's ecchi or not. It's a pretty good show. If you read the manga, you'll see why this is crazy at its best. But Prison School comes out July 11th, and I hope you like it. Now, number one, I would say Dragon Ball Super, but I'm not really a fan of Dragon Ball. I stopped being a huge fan of Dragon Ball since, like, I don't know, the Majin Buu saga. But yeah, I mean, I did seen everything, but I won't look up to that. I mean, I'll watch it, but I won't. Even though I give Dragon Ball Super a try. But my number 1 favorite show that I'm really looking forward to is Everyday Life with Monster Girls, or Monster Misune no Iro Nichijo. Basically, it's about the government decides to like get this exchange program where all monsters live with humans. This guy he's part of this. He joined this program, and basically he's living with 6 monsters. Now we got the Hydra, we got the half snake girl, we got the harpy, we got the centaur, we got the spider, the slime girl, the mermaid. These 6 monsters are living with him. They're living with him, and he's trying to survive because it's comedy and ecchi, but it's like what would happen if you bring Rosaria. It's like what happened if you bring all the monsters from Rosaria Vampire into this program. That's what this show kind of is if you look at it. If you look at the trailer to it. So again, he's living a life with all these monster girls, and these monster girls are funny as hell. It's a pretty good show to watch. If you read the manga, you should watch this show. It comes out July 8th. So again, I'm gonna tell you my top 5 is, again, Renpo Kitan, Gangsta, To Love Ryu, Trouble Darkness, Prison School, and Monster Misune. That's it. That's all for now. I'm gonna put all the descriptions on the page. I'll put all my lists on the description of my YouTube channel of this video, and I'm also gonna give you the link to like where to keep up on all the shows if it is possible, if you guys like it. Again, thank you. Looking forward to it.